Hello, my name is Robin Graham. I have had the honor of serving as director of Mapleton Early College High School, also called MEC, since 2017. We are excited to tell you more about MEC tonight. As the presentation runs, please type any questions you have in the chat box. We will take time at the end to answer these questions live. Y para nuestras familias hispanohablantes, si tenga cualquier duda o pregunta después de esta presentación, favor de comunicarse con nosotros. Estamos para ayudar. At MEC, we believe in one student at a time. This phrase describes how we see each individual student's needs, interests, and growth. Every student is different. Our job is to provide a variety of challenging learning opportunities in an inclusive environment. As a big picture school, we're excited to use this time to give you a better understanding of what our model is and how big picture makes MEC special. However, we want to begin by introducing MEC to you through the eyes of a student.
The students and staff's kindness.
What I think makes MEC unique is just like the teachers, you kind of have a bond with them, and including the students, you kind of build trust with them too.
MEC is a wonderful place because they give us a variety of options that can help us out with our future.
I think what makes MEC unique is it's more project-based, and they try and teach you real-life skills, and they don't teach you anything that's more pointless. They just try and get you ready for the real world and be realistic. So that's what I think makes people more inclusive here.
MEC just is like so small. It allows us all to interact with each other, and there's like so many good relationships, and the teachers are really supportive here.
What makes us unique at MEC is we're caring, we have a lot of leadership, and teachers teach us how to be accountable.
So something that makes MEC special is just that all the teachers are really nice. So if you ever need help with anything, even if it's not school related, you can talk to them, and it's like having a friend at school, whatever.
MEC's really unique just because of the whole small community-based environment that I get. I'm a lot closer with my teachers and peers just because of the community that we have. It's individualized, so the goals that I want are thrown into like project-based environments, and it really emphasizes the student and the individual, and that's what makes MEC unique.
At MEC, we strongly believe in student empowerment and student voice. Our core values are essential to the work we do every day. These include perseverance, self-guided learning, compassion, equity, and student empowerment. In many ways, we are similar to a traditional school with classes scheduled throughout the day for students to earn credits for graduation. But in order to understand MEC, you need to know more about learning plans, advisory, internships and leaving to learn, independent projects, and exhibitions. When people talk about MEC, they always talk about our advisory structure. Advisory is what makes MEC MEC. This is when we focus on building relationships, creating community, fostering accountability, growth, and discovering interests.
One of my favorite things about teaching at MEC is our advisory system. I think that as a high school teacher, it can be really intimidating to have, over 100 different students that you're trying to build relationships with and help one-on-one, and the advisory structure allows us to be able to do that. I'm able to connect to my students' interests and help them with different life or school circumstances in a way that's more authentic and genuine to them as people, as opposed to just being another name on their roster. I also really like the fact that we're kind of like a family unit in there, and that regardless of how kids are showing up that day, that everyone can just kind of come as they are and be an advisory in whatever way they choose, and all of us are supportive of each other in that way too. So pretty awesome.
Learning plans are individual plans created by each student and advisor. Each learning plan is tailored to the needs and interests of individual students. Twice per year, each student leads a learning plan meeting to go over the details of their plan with his or her advisor and family members. At MEC, these take the place of traditional student conferences. Here's Skip Richmond, a senior advisor and physics teacher, to talk about what learning plans mean to him.
One of the special things that we do here at MEC is every student builds what's called a learning plan with their advisor, which is essentially a document that outlines the student's interests, values, goals, future plans. And with this document, this kind of like drives the projects that they end up doing throughout their time. It's passed on from year to year, and it changes as the interests of the students change as well. So it really kind of mimics the just how the student develops over time.
The big picture model honors student learning that is interest-based, relevant, and rigorous. One way to provide this is through leaving to learn opportunities. While this may include field trips, job shadows, and taking classes at Front Range Community College, the most common leaving to learn activity, and what we're also known for, is the internship experience. Most 10th through 12th grade students will spend at least 1 day per week outside the MEC building, within the community, at an internship with a professional mentor. Here's Lisa Hollingsworth, who's been at MEC for 10 years, who's also an expert at finding great internship experiences. And this is what internships mean to Lisa.
All right, at MEC we do internships. Internships are wonderful opportunities for kids to investigate their interests. We've had great opportunities in the medical field. We've had students go into businesses, into working with lawyers, and these experiences are wonderful because they are going to help you learn what you're interested in, and maybe you really think you love something, and when you go into that field and see what that work actually looks like, you might decide that that isn't what you thought it was, and change and look into other opportunities. This is a really great way to get exposed to as many different jobs as you can. Internships might look a little different. In the past, we've had students out on Tuesdays, and they actually go to the site and do the work that they would be doing. We might be able to do digital internships. Internships are started by doing interviews and shadows, and this is just a really wonderful opportunity for you to look forward to your future and see what that might look like. We're excited about you possibly joining us for next year, and internships are an amazing opportunity. I, as a teacher, love it. I think it's what's best for kids. Thank you very much.
At MEC, all students create at least one independent project per year. Projects should be interest-based, and many are related to a student's internship experience. Students can earn a variety of elective and/or content credit for each project to meet graduation requirements. We offer a special schedule for exhibitions in the winter and spring of every year. During this time, every MEC student creates a presentation to demonstrate their learning in front of peers, family, and community members. Students dress up for the occasion and take great pride in sharing their work. Here's Mike Page, a 19-year Mapleton veteran teacher and 10th grade advisor, to give his perspective on exhibitions.
Exhibitions are a very important part of life at MEC. In most schools, you do projects and you do finals and you show the way that you learn through those traditional ways. At MEC, we do it a bit more non-traditionally. Students are expected and do give exhibitions at the end of every semester to kind of summarize and demonstrate what they've learned throughout the semester. It's scary at first, and public speaking is a huge, huge fear of most people, but we take it in baby steps, and we will hold your hand and help you until it becomes easier and easier for you. and by the time you graduate, our hopes are that you'll become a confident public speaker.
Outside of class time, our students regularly participate in Mapleton's performing arts, including choir, band, and drama. Student athletes have the ability to participate in any sport Mapleton offers, and our student athletes like to celebrate their successes during our weekly all-school meeting called Pick Me Up. MEC students have worked to create a variety of student-led clubs that take place during lunch and after school. We offer a variety of different clubs every year. This list includes all student-led clubs for the 2021-2022 school year. Because of our community-oriented culture, MEC has often been described as like a family. This last video I'd like to share features Jackie Carrera, our office manager.
Hi, my name is Jackie. I am the secretary here at MEC. What makes MEC so special is we are a small school, which allows us to build strong relationships with all of our students. Being in the front office gives us the opportunity to see when students are here and when they are not here, and it allows us to connect with every single one of them. What I love about MEC is the sense of just a small community coming together. Every Monday we have Pick Me Up, which is when all staff and students gather in the atrium and go over upcoming events, what's coming up that week or in the future weeks, and students even get to play fun games before beginning their day. What truly sets MEC aside from other schools is internships. Students get to pick an internship based on a career that they possibly want to pursue after high school, and once a week they get to go out in the community and be part of their internship. MEC is truly special, and it is truly the place to be. See you soon.
We hope that our brief presentation was helpful in learning more about MEC. Please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions you may have. We also love to provide school visits for prospective families. Okay, so as the presentation is ending, we're going to take a look at some of the questions in the Q&A. The first question I see is, what will internships look like next year? And this is a really good question. So while we're looking at the questions from the chat here, and just to catch everybody up here if I messed that up with the timing, we're looking at the questions from the chat. The first question that we have is, what will internships look like next year? It's a great question because with COVID we had a lot of changes and we weren't able to do a lot of the things that we really believe in. Internships next year are going to be a major focus for us. We're really excited about all the different activities that we can use to get kids ready for that, preparing them with executive functioning skills, learning about their skill sets, things like that. And we believe that we will have most of our students do at least 1 day a week internship out of the building. Potentially some students could do 2. That's going to be really exciting to get back to that. The next question I see, what are some ways that students can get involved? And we did mention in the presentation clubs, sports, performing arts, all of the different things that Mapleton does. Students here often create their own clubs, and every year we seem to have a different group. Sometimes we'll have a chess club, sometimes we'll have a video game club. We've had a really awesome video production club. So it sort of depends on the students who are here and what they'd like to do. Another really common way to get involved though is to be part of our restorative justice group. And restorative practices are actually a major part of what we do at MEC. We really believe in community and holding students accountable by using relationships and talking through problems and being proactive. So we actually have a group of students that are trained in some of this and do a lot of mediation and circles to help guide their peers when there are conflicts. There was another question that I'd like to see here. What AP and concurrent enrollment options are available? So MEC does not traditionally offer AP courses. We have instead offered concurrent enrollment, and we offer the same general concurrent enrollment classes that all of the other Mapleton high schools offer. The difference at MEC is that with the student's learning plan, if there is a interest that they have that we can't meet at the school, that is really something that needs some extra support. For example, if someone wanted to learn more about coding, or if a student wanted to take a pottery class, things like that, those are the classes that they can take at Front Range Community College. Let's see if there are any more questions here. Okay, so I don't see any more questions. I just want to thank all of you for coming and being a part of this, for supporting the school and learning more about it. If you have any questions, please reach out. We're really excited to talk to people about what we do here. So thank you very much and have a good night.